What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be testing the different Proslug pellets that I've gotten. So we've got the Puncher hollow point that my thumb's on right now, the Devastator hollow point down here, and the Penetrator puncher right here with the steel BB in the tip. So we're just going to be shooting them at some gallon jugs and see how they react. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so first up I think I'm going to do the Devastator hollow point. We're going to see. I want to start with the hollow points first just because I know I've got 10 jugs out there and I've got a few indoors. Just in case the Penetrator just punches through all of them, at least I give these guys a chance. Almost dropped it. So yeah, Devastator hollow point first. Okay, so I just got splattered with water because, as you can see, if you were looking closely, the edge of my barrel was in the frame. I wasn't that far away because I wanted to give, you know, as accurate of a test as possible. First jug, shredded. I mean, I believe, yeah, it went in right here, that little hole. Just the quick expansion of water did all this tearing. All around here, exit wound right there. Whoops. A cleaner entry hole here. Punched right through on the other side. This one's leaking too. Okay, so we're at 3. Oh. And I found it. It's inside here. Let's see if I can get it out without freezing my hands off, because it is still kind of cold. Just pour out most of the water without pouring out the bullet. Here it is. That is a gnarly expansion right there. So again, this is the Devastator hollow point. The next one up will be the Puncher hollow point. That was the heavier, bigger slug that I showed you. And then we'll end it off with the Penetrator. So stay tuned. Alright, so like I said, the next one up will be the Puncher hollow point. This has got a way deeper hollow point in it. Curious how it'll react once I can actually harvest it. I've never been able to harvest one before after it was fired cleanly, like I did with this guy when we just shot. So I'm curious how what the expansion's gonna look like. So, Puncher hollow point up next. Alright guys, so this is the carnage from the big Puncher hollow point I just showed you. And you saw in the slow-mo. So, right off the bat, similar splitting here. So it rips open, there's that entry hole. Completely, it almost split the thing right in half. Looks like right around where the seam is. And we get over to bottle number 2. A pretty clean hole. Right there, just to make sure you see it. Exit. Number 3. Let's see, is it in here? Oh, I think I see it in here. See that? Right in the top right corner almost of the bottle. Let's see if I can get it out. Still like probably 40, maybe 45 degrees out. That's Fahrenheit. Okay, here is the puncher hollow point. Wow. Now keep in mind too, this is just water. There's no bones or any hard tissue or anything. So it could actually expand even more. But that's just insane. Doesn't it look beautiful? Anyway, time to move on to the Penetrator round that actually is pretty new to Proslugs. I actually got the honor of displaying it on this channel, which I'll go more in depth once I show you. Okay, so we got our Devastator right there, the puncher that we just fired right here. Lastly, we've got the Penetrator. Now, I'm definitely going to set up some more bottles for this one. This is not designed to expand and release energy. This is just designed to penetrate. That nice steel tip. I'm curious how it's going to do, though, against masses of water instead of the harder surfaces that steel would be more optimized for. So, let's see. Stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so let's see how much this Penetrator got through. Just adjust the GoPro real quick. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. So, initial entry with authority right there. Did some splitting here. Not as much as the hollow points, which is expected because it doesn't dump as much energy as quickly as they do. Looks like another entry right there. Punch through. You see this guy leaking. This is number 3. Punch through number 4. Oh, it punched through number 4. So number 5. Let's see if I can see in here. And it's not in number 5. Oh yeah, there's a hole cracking right there. Number 6. I'm confused. Okay, it's out there. And it didn't get into number 6. Oh, that's great. Well, I know it penetrated 5, and my best guess how it was, hole's right here. It must have just squeaked by. That's kind of annoying because I don't have any more bottles. I got 4, but obviously it's going to punch right through all that. So, I guess we're not going to know what the Penetrator looks like. Sorry guys. But, as predicted, it punched through 5 bottles easily. And maybe made it. It might have at least punched through half of 6. I feel like we would have found it in 6 or 7. So, once I restock my bottle supply, we can do another video with it. That's a bummer. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks, and stay tuned for the recap. Alright guys, so just as a final recap, this here was the Devastator hollow point that we just shot. This was the puncher hollow point. And the Devastator's newer, and apparently it's a pretty good innovation because it actually, even though it's lighter than the Puncher, I don't know the exact grains off the top of my head, I'm sorry, but it is definitely lighter. You could see the size difference. It made it into, I believe, the third bottle, and it had the same noticeable damage. It almost looked, if you looked at the impact, they were almost identical. The Penetrator, on the other hand, obviously did exactly what its name says it did. It made it through at least 5, it probably would have wound up through 7, I'm guessing, but I have no way to find out because it deflected out of my line. So we know these are really cool. I do have some big plans coming up, so stay tuned using this particular round. These rounds are awesome. If I were to pick, I'd probably go with the Devastators. And yeah, definitely they dump energy perfectly. I love using water just because it's so easy to retrieve them without damaging the round. And you can actually accurately see how they expand. So, I hope you enjoyed this awesome video. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks and bye-bye.